Hello, my friends at GameFix. It's me, Mario. Woohoo! Mamma mia! You guys, you're number one. Oh yeah, number one. Ho ho! Wait to say it, bro.
All right, partner. You know what time it is.
Let's go crazy! Crazy!
What's up? What is going on? Welcome to another edition of the Game Fix podcast. I am Spanish.
And I am Verlaine. You can check out our website, gamefix.ning.com. Check out our weekly stream right here, twitch.tv/gamefix, and random gameplay as well.
Also, follow us on social media. You can find us anywhere. Just look for @GameFixShow. Type that in, one word, GameFixShow. You'll find us. We're everywhere. Also, if you are headed to, I believe it's Austin, Texas is the very next one. It's this Friday. So if you are going to Wizard World, make sure before you buy a ticket, if you're going to buy your ticket online before the show, which is great, a lot of people do that. Just make sure at checkout use the code GameFixShow, just like our social media, and you'll get 10% off the ticket purchase. Pretty cool. So.
Don't pay retail.
Don't do it. Yeah. So we help you out, save a little bit of cash, keep it in your pocket. I mean, what's better than just like the Game Fix Show? It's always free. It's always free. So, you know, we're just here to save you money. And so that's really what we're here for. Actually, and later in the show, I'm gonna tell you how to remedy the black screen of death. There is a new black screen of death out there.
It sounds Xbox-ish.
Yeah, yes. We'll get into that. Also, is Pokemon out? Pokemon Go, is it out?
I think people are done with it.
We're done with it? Are we done? Are we like totally done with it?
I never played, but I don't hear much about it.
I mean, I know a lot of people are still playing it, but it might be over. It might be over, and we'll get into that. Also, we have to get into a lot of stuff going on with EA. I don't know if you've been at least going through your Facebook page, you probably see it. There is a lot of stuff going on with the microtransactions of EA, so we want to get into that.
Yes.
Also, a possible video game movie.
I actually don't know this one.
Good. That's why I didn't tell you, because I wanted you to be excited about it.
Dude, I purposely don't look up movie stuff now just so you surprise me on the podcast.
And then, of course, we will get into it. Injustice 2 had a giant announcement over the weekend, and I say giant twice, and I should say it 4 times, and we will tell you why. All right, well, let's talk about what we've been playing this week, because that's how we do that on this show every week. Verlaine, why don't you start us out, or do you want me to start it out?
You go.
And
you go. I think I've been playing more games.
Oh, yeah. 4. Oh, yeah, 4. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, all right. Well, I don't have that many. I will. Let's get this one out of the way. I still been playing Hue. It was one of the free games this month for PlayStation Plus, and it's a puzzle game. There's really no other way to explain it. You are a kind of like a stick figure, but if there is a red box in your way and you're trying to get past it, you have to change the background to red, so it kind of like mixes in with the background. Keep in mind, I think there's like 10 different shades that you could change it to. Sometimes you have to change it on the fly to get to somewhere, or you're going to fall to your death into spikes.
Right. Good.
So, Hue is really cool. If you do have the PlayStation Plus, I would definitely highly suggest you give it a try. If you are into puzzle games, this one is fun. I'm telling you, it's really simple. It's real kind of a simple. When you start playing, you'll know what I mean. But it is a lot of fun, and as I keep playing it, obviously, games they get more difficult as you go. So stick with it. It's pretty cool. It's I would give it 2 thumbs up. That's
boom.
Hue gets 2 thumbs up.
Puzzle thumbs.
But if I had 4 thumbs, I would give this one 4 thumbs. I have been playing. So isn't it dramatic?
It is.
I have been playing the new DLC for Horizon Zero Dawn, the Frozen Wilds.
Growl
And-
sounds wild.
And if you know anything about my Horizon Zero Dawn gameplay, I did get the platinum. I did, yes, just that one in particular. I took it home, and I'm getting nothing for it because the thing wasn't implemented until after I got it.
Oh yeah, the discount.
Saving money thing. Yeah, I'm
Right.
not gonna get that. It's fine. I don't care. You have to like do 10 of them. I think it is. Ugh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I like the game, but that's just a lot.
And that's only to get $10 off. It's essentially $1 a game. Every platinum trophy is equal to like $1.
That's cool. I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, still, yeah. If you just don't worry about it and just do that, eventually you'll look and be like, "Oh shit, I got $30."
Yeah, you
I'm
have
70
$30
years
off a game.
old, but I've got $30.
Yeah. So, but anyway, the Frozen Wilds, it is, it's a completely. They expanded the map, which is actually very cool. Usually, it's like you have to travel to that map, and there's a load screen, and there it is. In this case, they actually made the map bigger, so you could just walk up to it, and then you're kind of like in the DLC. So obviously, I didn't really know where it was before this was released because it wasn't there. I thought that was kind of a different look as far as like how they expand. They actually expand the land. So expand the land. That right? Well, I have also been playing this. It's still set on ultra hard.
All right. So you're not even doing the DLC on normal.
What's that?
You're not even doing the DLC on normal.
No. I went straight to ultra. Let's leave it at that. I figure if I can get through this is great. I'm stuck on one of the beasts I'm trying to take down. It's like an advanced like animal or whatever, and it's really hard to take down. But I will do it. I was so close one time, and I know I was that close, but I really one swipe and he can kill you. So you have to like really know and time out to jump away and all that. They introduced a couple more animals within the universe of Horizon Zero Dawn. Of course, you as the character Aloy is trying to take these down. And just like before, I'm fighting another kind of a computer virus. And it's this computer virus that has been taken over this computer that's making these animals, and it's making them extra like mean. So they're like, you don't have to be that close to them for them to even notice you. Like they notice you pretty quick. So like there's a little bit of sneaking around, but you almost have to be in position before they get there. If that makes any sense.
Oh, it does.
Okay, yeah. So
Preemptive strike.
what's that?
It's a preemptive strike.
Yeah, kind of, but yeah, because you can still call the animals over, but with a lot of the animals, it's hard to take them down. A sneak kill doesn't always take down one of the animals that would normally take down like a kill like that.
Right.
The storyline it's pretty heavy at this point, and it's kind of convoluted because we're waiting for, if you have played the game, this is not really much of a spoiler. I'm not going to talk about the DLC as far as the actual storyline, but in the regular storyline, I would imagine that's not really a spoiler. The game's been out for a while. You are accompanied by a guy named Silence, and he never really seemed in the story very trustworthy. It's kind of where we're at with it, and there's been talk that he's back. So he's got to be involved in some way. I haven't gotten that far. I can't wait for it, because what happened at the end of the regular story might be what's going on for this DLC. But I don't want to give too much away, but like I am having just as much fun as before playing it. It's very difficult, especially when it comes to like crafting the weapons and making sure you have enough to take down each beast, especially in this world, because they're so much harder to take down. So yeah, but in my assumption of Horizon Zero Dawn, the DLC Frozen Wilds, it's amazing. It's awesome. If you have it and you did enjoy the regular game Horizon Zero Dawn, this will not disappoint. So I'm excited. I can't wait. And I know Verlaine, I apologize. I haven't really been on Xbox that much because I've been playing on PlayStation. So.
No, that's cool. I figured.
Yeah, and it's awesome, dude. Like dude, it's such a great game. I wish you get a chance to play it. Maybe you will one day.
Yeah.
Maybe you will get a chance.
Yeah, perhaps.
Perhaps. Yeah. So yeah. So that's really all I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of Horizon. So that's me in a nutshell. How about you? What have you been playing?
Well, 2 games came out for EA Access, the trials, and they give you 10 hours for each. One of them was The Sims 4.
Oh, cool.
The whole Sims 4 even being something right now is kind of weird for me. I mean, the
Yeah.
game is like almost 10 years old or some shit. It's been on PC forever, and I don't understand why they just didn't make a sequel. And, it's been so long. Why not? Either way, it's The Sims. I used to be big on The Sims when the first one was out.
Yeah.
And then it was all essentially the same thing. This one's cool. You can like leave your house, and I'm probably talking about stuff that's already in past Sim games, but I just don't know. You can leave the house, and there's people walking around outside. You can explore the neighborhood. You could take over other people, like pick their house and just be their characters for a little bit. Build stuff, have jobs, blah blah blah. It's cool because they still talk in gibberish, which I love. And whatever, it's The Sims, just way more stuff to do.
That's so funny because I play Sims, Sim City, whatever the you build or whatever on the iPad.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing every time the character talks. It's like Sebanumada or something. Or whatever.
Yeah, it's always been that way. It's always just been gibberish. You think you hear real words, but they're not real words.
No.
Yeah. But this one is like it does have, they you can understand their cadences when they talk. If they're angry or if they're happy, if it's a question.
And they do it, yeah.
Yeah, they'll be like they'll inflect their voice for it, but the second one, the big one, was Battlefront 2. I did play the beta, and I didn't play it a lot. It wasn't out for a lot, and you couldn't do too much. But this one is the 10-hour trial. I didn't waste a lot of my hours at first on the campaign. I went straight for multiplayer.
As you usually do. Yeah.
Yes, and there are some good, better things. They did a better job with this game for sure. The vehicle, the space battles, for one, feel better. They feel better. There is the lack of an evasive maneuver. Like a lot of the ships, there is one of the cooldown specials would be if you push it, you'll do a flip and a U-turn. So if a missile's after you, you could just do it and it'll escape. This one doesn't have that. At least I haven't. If it's there, it's a card or something that lets you do it. The graphics are just as awesome as the first one. They're amazing. I'm kind of feeling the way that you play and earn the coins. I had a problem with this. You earn coins during the game depending on what you do, and you can unlock better. In the middle of a match, that's how you become vehicles and heroes.
Yeah.
While you're playing, you'll accumulate battle points, and then you spend them on for the next turn. You're this thing. It's that idea it's not fair enough. Because it took me a few matches to really get back into the game and start getting at least 2 kills per my death. So at that rate, I was able to get a ship, and then if I was in a ship like a TIE fighter, just being in a TIE fighter, I could make more points. So I could either keep being a TIE fighter or not and keep accumulating points. So if you, there's a strategy to it a little bit. If you're good with vehicles, spend the 800 on a vehicle and you'll end up with 1,200. Not a lot. Dude, it took me, every single time I played, by the time I had enough points to get a hero, a Jedi, the game was over.
Game was over.
Seriously,
Yeah,
like
I had the same problem when I did it.
have like not even a minute, and the game, I didn't get to do anything. There were times where I was the hero at the end of the game, and for some reason, like, I would die instantly. Like 3 dudes could just take me down. I didn't get it.
Yeah. Who did I pick? I picked
Kylo Ren,
no, the Wookiee. What's his name?
Chewbacca.
Thank you, Chewie. And I don't know why I forgot his name for a second. No, I played him, and that kind of happened with me too. I was doing the it was like online, but it was against like the computer.
Okay.
So you get waves of enemies, and like I get in there and I'm like, yeah, I'm like boom, 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 dead. I was like, wait, what? That was it? So I waited the whole time for that? Oh, okay, great, cool, thanks.
Yeah. So it takes a long time just to earn those, unless. All right. I guess this is going to bleed into the worst experience and my first bad experience with microtransactions.
I love it because this part of the song just started while you started. I love it. Okay, good. Sorry.
So the only way that you would be able to get enough battle points fast enough would be either be a fucking pro at the game, and still, like, I don't know, it's a huge war, but it's to have good star cards, and star cards are now found in loot boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if every star card can be acquired through a loot box, but it doesn't matter because people are buying these boxes now, spending money to get the good boxes.
Yep.
And they're not only getting, you could buy credits so that you can get the heroes, or they're also buying star cards. So you're playing people like, look, the game's not even out. I know a lot of people have EA access, but I'm running into people who are getting like 50 kills a match, which is like double the second place person. They have like 3 star cards, all level 3. So right there, it's because they're spending money and buying these loot boxes and getting these star cards. If you don't spend any money in the game, you either have to save up your money for a hero, which costs 60,000 credits, and people have figured it out to about 40 hours of playing the game to get one hero, all right? And they locked the dumbest ones. They locked all the classic ones from the first game: Darth Vader, Leia, Luke. But you could either do that, or you can. And then while you're doing that, you don't get to buy loot boxes, so you're not going to have any star cards. You're going to be really weak, and it's going to take you even longer. Or you spend your money on star cards, and you'll never see those heroes.
Well, that's
ever.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Like, because I'm actually dying, and it's not equal footing. It's bad. And my idea would be, why not let people buy loot boxes after a certain amount of time of launch? Like after 6 months, then allow them to buy it, because then people 6 months later are coming into the game fresh and might want to be, the same level as people 6 months into the game.
Sure.
Makes sense, and it's fair for everybody. But being able to just buy that shit right off the bat, like, you're just gonna dominate all the time. No one's ever gonna get the hero. It's just people.
Yeah, this is something
lose.
that Blizzard did right. What I mean? Because they're obviously, there's loot crates in Overwatch. Let's just use that as an example, because you could even use Heroes of the Storm if you want. But like Overwatch, all the cases have skins and just stuff that has really nothing to do with how the gameplay is played.
Right.
They're doing it in a way where, if you want that gun, you got to get lucky to get that right case to open it up, or what, the loot or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah.
That sucks. That sucks.
And this is the first time where
it's the reason why I don't play a lot of like Call of Duty or Battlefield, because it's the same thing.
But
Like I get in there with a gun that sucks, and everyone else has a gun that's
right. And you would, and they do give the option for like $2, you can get like a shortcut which will max any class you want. Like you can get the Grenadier shortcut, so all your grenades will be maxed out for the case of that happening. But again, it doesn't. It's just really bad right now because even in a game like Battlefield, even if you have the good gun, there is still a degree of skill that it takes. You know, like a normal gun is still going to kill the person. All right. But in Star Wars, you can get cards that give your shields extra power. So I run out of ammo before the shield does, or things like that. Like, it's not just, hey, have this gun that you could level up and get, but you can have it right now.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
It's, if you played it, you'd feel it. You would feel the burn of how this is, they did it wrong. Even in Shadow of War, I haven't even looked deep enough in Shadow of War to see if I could purchase with money a loot box.
Yeah.
I don't think you can. And even and just like with Titanfall, like you get loot boxes, but they're just like banners and not really stuff that's going to change, that's going to just make you more powerful than somebody. You always have that like kind of equal ground. I mean, people prestige and run around the level with fucking a pistol the whole time because they just want the challenge. Like they don't need all that shit. So people are just in a fucking uproar about this. I understand, and it's just it's fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah.
It's
No, it is
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just getting to the point where it's hard to trust a company like that, especially, you know, if you're looking forward to games like, you know, that of Battlefront is pretty much one of the biggest games they have right now. And like you're going in there and you're expecting to, you know, you pay $60 for the game and you get in there, but in order to make it at least playable and enjoyable, I mean, you have to drop at least 100. So although it's something that EA did announce, it's kind of like their latest move in this whole debacle. They 75% reduction in the cost to unlock the game's heroes. So you say what, 60,000 or so?
Yeah,
for like the main ones, like
Luke.
Darth Vader and all that. And then Chewie was like only 20, right?
I don't know.
Like
I
that,
don't
yeah.
want Chewie.
So I mean, we're talking about a big drop off. So it will be a little bit more enjoyable. You don't have to worry about too much about actually, okay, I got to buy these loot boxes to get to the next level so I can be so and so or something like that. It looks like it's pretty attainable throughout each match. That's good. That's what they need to be doing. Because if they don't, what it feels like now is it feels like it just feels like a mobile game with a bunch of microtransactions to like get something to make things work faster, or you know, it's like all these different like little tiny costs, and and that's what it feels like. Like, you know, when I play a game on my mobile, I'm not buying anything extra. It's a free game, and that's where it's at. I'm done. I'm not going anywhere else. You know what I mean? So with this game, it's very disappointing because you just want to start the game, just play, but then it's like, well, if you want this grenade, you should buy it here. So, you know, it's I don't know.
Well, I appreciate what they've done in like their quick reaction, but this doesn't solve the problem, at least to my knowledge, of me being able to attain 8,000 battle points in one match to become one of the heroes.
Right.
You know, and there's people out there that have all the cards, and I don't know how they're this good, but they're just getting the hero really fast. And then they're the hero for the entire rest of the match. And you can tell because at the end it says, you know, MVP, highest, you know, most deaths, blah, 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 how they do now with like Battlefield and Battlefront. And it'll be the same person, Kylo Ren, all 5 positions. You know, that needs to be solved. And I think what they are going to end up doing is just, and I think this is actually going to be how everyone is going to end up doing this, because people aren't taking kindly to, as you said, buying this game, but then unless I pay more, I'm not really going to be able to have fun with it. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to start making every game free. Because you got to think, games, the price of games went up. The last time they went up was when this generation came out. Well, Xbox One came out, PS4. They went up $10, about 60, $59, $69 for a game now. They haven't really gone up at all. And inflation does exist, unfortunately. So instead of raising the prices of games, they've been tinkering with other ways to make money, off these games. Now, microtransactions, when you talk mobile, absolutely works. But it works, and people don't complain because the game is free. Right off the bat, the game is free. So if this game was free, no one could complain.
Nope, you're right.
That would fix everything. Give them out for free. Make the game pay to win if you fucking have to, but no one will complain if the game is free. If they didn't have to pay money, then it's their choice whether they want to pay money to keep going and playing or not.
Yeah.
EA,
I like it.
They have taken this idea, seeing how mobile and the microtransactions and updates work, and this is something that we've discussed here that I thought they should always do. When we talk sports games and we talk how dumb it is to release a sports game every single year, what is the solution? You make a core game and you update it every once in a while.
Just pay a monthly fee of whatever.
Right. That's what you're gonna do. Like you're gonna, that's how games, that even Call of Duty, give us one core game and then update it and give us the opportunity, the option to pay for this extra shit that you're releasing.
Yeah.
Well, EA has been tinkering with the idea of doing it with their sports games. So they're thinking of taking and making a core FIFA game, most likely releasing it for free, and then either charging for stuff or selling you the game, and then there's not going to be a new game, but every 2-3 years they would, because of the way that data can be transferred now, they can start programming the actual things via the cloud. So they would push out actual, almost like new game expansions without you having to download them, more like updates. And you would just pay when that happens or some shit.
Okay, that's I like that. At least they're trying, because like EA is kind of in some hot water right now.
Yeah,
and that's cool. It's actually something that we've actually talked on this show a few times. Like, how cool would that be if that happened? So, that would still be cool. I think
more
it's
people
really
I would be more prone to buy a Madden game, knowing that, you know what, even though there's going to be updates next year, I don't have to get them. I can wait a couple years, still play this game with everybody else. And then when I'm ready, or when, in 2 years I want to update it, boom, give me all the new players,
all of that. Updated rosters and stuff. That's cool.
Yeah. So, I mean, and you also got to understand, EA is just the publisher. So there's other things that happen. They don't make the fucking game. So, like, a game like Star Wars, dude, I'm sure Disney has a lot more pull than EA does when it comes to Star Wars.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
It's not like, there's two sides to this. Disney must have either allowed it, or, you know what I'm saying? We don't know. We don't know if this was all the Disney side of things saying, make this microtransactions. This is how we want it to make our money.
Could be. Yeah, that's true. You don't know. Well, I know a lot of people have been taking their complaints and everything to Reddit, just because that's where you usually take complaints to. People see it, whatever. In this case, somebody wrote EA on Reddit, a question, a complaint, if you will. And it said, seriously, I paid $80 to have Vader locked. He goes, this is a joke. I'll be contacting EA support for a refund. I can't even playing fucking Darth Vader. You got it. Disgusting. This game of microtransactions has gone way too far. Leave it to EA, though, to stretch the boundaries. I mean, he's right on. It's too bad. That's kind of like where we're at. But EA did respond which was one of those that I was like, ooh, maybe you probably just leave that one alone. You know what I mean? But they did respond. They said the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. As for cost, we selected initial values based upon data from the open beta and other adjustments made to milestone rewards before launch. Among other things, we're looking at average per player credit earn rates on a daily basis, and we'll be making constant adjustments to ensure that players have challenges that are compelling, rewarding, and of course, attainable via gameplay. We appreciate the candid feedback and the passion for the community has put forth around the current topics here on Reddit, our forums, and across numerous social media outlets. Our team will continue to make changes and to monitor community feedback and update everyone as soon as often as we can. Okay. Let's go through this real quick. They made I want to point something out, and I know you'll at least have an opinion about it. He says, as for costs, they selected initial values based upon data from the open beta. Okay, here's where I have a problem with that. Okay, I did play the open beta. Okay, I went through it. I wanted to at least try it. We had to, you know. We do a freaking weekly video game show. We have to do it, right? Even if I'm not really into it, I'm not even expecting to buy the game. I wanted to try it, so I did. And this is what happened. I got through it, and before the open beta was done, I decided, well, I have all these points. I might as well just spend them all. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what happened is I just spent all my points, but that's not something I would do on a normal basis, on a normal game. You know what I mean? I would save those points to get something even better. In this case, I was like, you know, fuck it. What am I going to do with it? It's just going to disappear. So I decided to spend it all. I have a feeling that I'm probably not alone in this. And I think that if that is the way they're going about basing their initial values, it's going to change. It has to change. Like that is such a weird way to do it.
Yeah, I don't even remember Darth Vader as being playable in the beta. I mean, the only ones you could play with were the ones you are unlocked right now. Kylo and fucking Spinny Face Buttful.
Well,
so, Darth Maul. That's what I meant.
No, Darth Maul. Yeah.
So I don't know, and that could be why they did that 75%
Probably.
Heroes things was because of this Reddit post. But that doesn't solve the problem. And unfortunately, last time they were in this much, like, not hot water. No, what are we gonna really do? Nothing.
Nothing.
Was when they became the first company to release day one DLC.
Yep.
And people flipped their shit. But you know what happened? All the other companies were like, gates are open, now we're doing it. No matter what. Yeah. Everybody will hate and remember EA for doing it, but we're going to all do it. And that's what they do now all the time.
So I don't know. The actual statement from EA on Reddit is the least liked thing on Reddit as we speak.
Yeah.
Negative 530,000 points.
Yeah. Bad
if you know anything about Reddit, that's a really low score. Just throw that out there. It's really low. Poor EA.
Yeah, whatever. No, nothing. They could do whatever they want. They can keep it this way. And guess what? People are going to buy the game because they love Star Wars. There's people out there that'll be like, you know what? I got the money. I'll do it. Fuck these poor people.
Fuck these people.
Yeah.
Who cares? These people.
Millions of people.
Well,
do it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's leave EA alone. We're done with EA. If you want to talk about it, if you have an opinion you want to share about the EA, how you feel about it, if you feel fired up about it, just hit us up on our Facebook here in the room as well. So if you're watching us live, you could do. A lot of people say I would still complain. Okay.
EA Access is still the greatest thing, though. I'm telling you, because in 1 year,
Battlefront. Jack's in the room. Oh, that's sweet. Sorry.
Huh?
I think Jack's in the room from Candare, good friends of ours.
Yeah. What up, Jack?
Yeah. So, very cool. I want to see more about it. I want to see how how this kind of pans out, because yeah, I think we should expect changes here soon.
Changes.
Big change. Something if you were up late Friday night, and I do mean late, well, about midnight it was released. But Injustice 2 released their Fighter Pack 3 to the world.
What a
The world.
surprise! This
Yes.
it
And-
seems like they just released Fighter Pack 2 with Hellboy. We were just
Well,
talking about
they
it.
released it. They haven't released this yet.
Oh, well, still.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like boom, immediate. But
I know
go
it's kind
on.
of cool though. I like that. I think it's
Go
fun. It kind of keeps us going. It's like what's next? What's next? Yeah. Well, you mentioned obviously it was Hellboy, Raiden,
Black
who-
Manta.
Black Manta. Yeah. I haven't even played the new one yet. It's fine. But this one around, they introduce a couple of new ones, and it's usually like 3 or 4, but in this case, there's 6 that was introduced. The first one you see is the Atom. It's kind of like DC's version of Ant-Man. I
Yeah.
think good way to put it.
Yeah.
And then Enchantress. So if you knew, if you've seen the new Suicide Squad, you'd know who Enchantress is. At least give you an idea of who you're going to be. But then the big one, and I did not expect this to happen.
No
Well, we
way.
kind of expected it, dude. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are coming to Injustice 2.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt the same excitement that I did when I saw.
Oh, I did. Absolutely.
Oh my god! Like I couldn't stop smiling. Like
Yeah.
this incredible.
Yeah. Totally.
So I was doing some research, and I need to get with you with something because actually we haven't really spoken too much about this. I'm gonna stop the dust machines. Okay. The thing that I'm wondering now, because if you watched the actual trailer for the new pack, it had Michelangelo saying the chick's mine, or like he's going to take her on.
Yeah.
And then Leonardo like kind of corrected him and said, "We fight as a team, Mikey." So that makes me wonder, how do you think? I'm trying not to sway you, and I actually kind of did probably right there. But how do you think the turtles are going to be played? Is it going to be like there's 4 different slots and you can choose any one you want? Or is it going to be like one player and then you can either, I don't know. Or will you choose the Ninja Turtles and you start as Leo and you can go back and forth to anyone? What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, at first, based on how NetherRealms does stuff, I would say before you start the match, like especially like Injustice, with how I have what's her name, Marvel Girl, and it's just like a legendary skin for Supergirl. So then
right.
I pick, and then some of these skins will give you, and the game can give you different abilities. So what I'm thinking, it's going to be one turtle, but you pick, there's already 4 like slots, and you pick which loadout you want. Each
Okay.
loadout is a different turtle with a different ability in that. Like I'm saying that they would have the same move set, but their specials would be different. That's what would probably happen. But there could
So
be
you're
the
kind of
chance.
thinking of like Mortal Kombat X,
The
where the robots, so it was Cyrax.
Right. But even the robots had more of a. Actually, they did have kind of the same move set.
Yeah, they did.
So it'd be like that, or it's going to be where the B button changes. But I don't think they would really make it. But they could. Who knows? Fact of the matter is, the Ninja Turtles are in this game.
Hell,
and-
fucking yeah, dude.
It's very weird. I mean, it makes sense. We even said that we thought that it could happen.
Yes, actually, I'm glad you brought that up because we did something actually, and I'll give you the exact date. It was February 13th of 2017. It was on our website, and actually, I'm actually glad Jack is here. He's actually in the room too. He's watching us live on our Twitch.tv/GameFix. but like there is we did a couple of our predictions. We did 3 predictions, 3 characters and 1 Mortal Kombat character that we thought was going to make it. It turns out Jack actually got the one right for the Mortal Kombat because Raiden is actually already in the game. That's cool. So ding, he gets one. And then I got one before when they announced Swamp Thing. So this was actually before the game even was released. They announced it, but I actually put that in there as one of my thoughts. So I got a point there. And then Verlaine, you said a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So one of them.
Yeah.
Was kind of, you were going to be good with that. And I actually went with Leonardo. I thought it would be just him. Leave it at that. I would say we both got points in this case.
Yeah.
Because all 4 of them are in.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's kind of cool. If you want to read about that and see the rest of our picks, it's actually on our website, gamefix.ning.com. And yeah, just click on the latest my latest article, and there is a link to our predictions as well. So it's kind of sweet. Yeah, we did this in a way that we want, and I think we need to do this more because this is like very exciting to me.
So this reveal, first of all, has me interested again. Like, I am most likely going to buy the Ninja Turtles, okay, and start playing Injustice 2 again, which I stopped.
Yeah, and I did too. I know.
And a lot of people I talked to did stop. I think it's maybe because of how it just got a little bit boring. And, you know, if you think about it, already as it is, I have this game that I haven't played 80% of the characters and probably never will. There's people in Mortal Kombat X I've never played with, really. Maybe once during, like, the story mode. But, you know, like, and that's okay. But when they start pumping more and more characters out, it's just, especially these normal DC characters, and this is my point, is that they have these announcements. Raiden and Sub-Zero were supposed to be really big announcements, except we already knew they were going to happen way before they were going to happen. Then you have the same thing. Huh?
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And Raiden, they're both in it. So there wasn't too much excitement. And then they released, you know, Starfire and other DC characters, in my opinion, I'm not into. So what they're doing is they're kind of like, they're not capitalizing on it in my eyes, because just by releasing the information that the Ninja Turtles are part of Fight Pack 3, if somebody like me is not going to buy every character and didn't buy the season pass, Ninja Turtles outdoes everyone. So there's no chance in hell that I'm going to even spend the money I have that I would on a character on anyone but the Ninja Turtles. I know not everybody feels that way, but I'm sure everybody feels that way. I'm going to buy them separately. I'm not going to buy the Fight Pack. Hellboy, we saw the gameplay. I didn't think it was good. Like, he didn't look fun to play with. A lot of the characters I don't even know. This is still great, and my point being that, like, they shouldn't have released this information so close to the other Fight Pack being released.
I don't know. I think it was fine. I mean, we probably won't see it till when, next year?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't been keeping up. Hellboy comes out soonish. No, the first Adam comes out in December. So next month.
Adam is December 12th. Yes.
So that makes me wonder who, like, Fight Pack 4, already they're gonna have Spawn, and then they're gonna have 2 characters that we don't give a shit about. Why don't they just not? I don't know. Like, Mortal Kombat X's fighter packs were fucking way cooler. Like, it was worth having the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Ninja Turtles, like, just.
I love that they kept the look of, like, the old school Ninja Turtles, and they didn't, like, use the new ones.
Yeah.
And the fact that in the trailer it was Raph, and he entered with the trench
coat from the movie.
Oh, so awesome! I was like, that is sweet. So I would imagine there's going to be a lot of. Do you think maybe it connected to the movie? Maybe they keep it connected somehow. That'd be kind of cool.
Well, they have they have the Batman crossover, but I don't know. They should
Oh
put
yeah,
Casey
that's right.
Jones in it.
Batman versus Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh,
they'll
that's
probably make a
sweet. I didn't
comment
even
when they
think of
fight-
that.
when they fight Batman.
I
he'll
mean,
probably acknowledge
the
him.
last really game that Ninja Turtles was in, like a fighting game, was Tournament Fighters, which was one of the best, in my opinion, one of the best fighting games ever made. I can
Wow.
honestly say that, just because I probably had it and I loved it. I loved playing it,
I
but
didn't have it.
I don't know. This is exciting. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe there's room for another Ninja Turtles fighting game. There was another Ninja Turtles fighting game on the Wii, but it was terrible. It was kind of like Smash. Actually, I think it was something like that, like Turtles Smash Up or something like that. I don't know.
I don't know. I never.
It wasn't great. It wasn't great, obviously, because I mean, Smash Brothers is what you want. You don't buy the Ninja Turtle one; you buy Smash Brothers. But so like,
There's so many Ninja Turtles now, though, too. There's like the old anime, the new anime, the movie Turtles, the anime that looks like the movie, the dressed up Power Ranger type Ninja Turtle, like live action.
of course, the comic book, and they all have
comic
red
book.
sashes.
Right. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'm excited. I'm definitely going to get the Ninja Turtles. Of course, I'm going to get the Ninja Turtles. What do you think I am?
Yeah. For sure.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Totally.
Totes Miguel. So real quick, there has been an issue reported for the Xbox One X, brand X. If you have it and you have experienced this, that sucks. And what's happening is, apparently you start the game, you could be playing it for who knows. There's really no time, and they don't really know why it's happening. But your screen goes black, and everything turns off, and you can't get anything back on again. It like locks your system. If that happens again, it sucks. The quickest way is to keep your receipt, is to take it to the store and exchange it for a new one. At this point, they say it's irreversible, which sucks.
Red Ring of Death. Wow.
Yeah, but that quick, like it came in the red ring, but of course, they give you a new one. There's no telling if that's going to become a black screen.
Right.
And if that doesn't work for whatever reason, contact Microsoft support and ask for a replacement. So make sure when you get it, you register it so you can get, you can get it back. You can get it repaired. You can get it,
When I got my Xbox, they at Best Buy tried so hard to get us to buy the warranty, which made sense because he's like, well, you never know, Xbox 360 has the red ring of death. And then I'm like, fuck that. Like, it was like $200. I'm like, no. I'm like, I'll take my chances. I mean, no, I'm not going to be fucked. Like, I can go to Microsoft if I need to. Like, I'm not going to buy this. And shit, my fucking Xbox One Day 1 edition is still working flawlessly. Connect died. My system has zero problems, so I'm glad I didn't do that. But in this case, I would definitely suggest something. Like, this is just maybe them. I don't know. I mean, didn't PlayStation 4 when it first came out had a small issue like this?
Yeah, something with was it like, I think it was like save files.
Something was going on that was pretty fucked up, but it went away. It's a first run, and it's gonna have issues. But again, I still have no reason to buy this console right now. I'm not big into 4K. I don't have a 4K TV. HD is good with me.
What's the difference?
I'm playing, dude. If you guys saw the graphics I play with on Overwatch, shit. It's like PSP type shit. But who gives a shit? It's a good game.
All right, yeah, I have fun playing the game, right? That's all.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Well, we did kind of touch on some mobile stuff, but we're going to get back into something mobile. Something that we, I guess we didn't expect. Verlaine, you have more on that. I know, obviously one of the biggest mobile games that's ever been out there was from Niantic, and it's called Pokemon Go. we're all aware of this.
Pokemon.
Verlaine, why don't you tell them what their next project may be? And actually, and I don't think it's going to be a
But
man. I think.
Don't you have the title? It's a Harry Potter one. So Niantic is working on another augmented mobile game, in the tone of Pokemon Go, based on the Harry Potter world.
It's called Harry Potter Wizards Unite.
Okay.
There you go.
Yep. There you go. So, tons of Harry Potter fans. They must have this really good business model where, kind of like Pop, where there's something going on where they're getting these huge licenses for such a small one-run pony fucking company right now, quote unquote. Because I don't know, but this I don't know what to think about this game, because Harry Potter isn't relevant anymore. Everybody loves no. Wait, hear me. The world of Harry Potter. They had that new movie, and they have Voldemort coming out. But that would be different if this game was just based on. But this game's title is Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how that's going to work as an augmented reality. I don't know how interested. I mean, people are going to do it. People ate up Pokemon. I mean,
a lot. I would imagine a lot has to do with the phone itself. It'll be like it'll pretty much be like your wand. So if there is something that's augmented, you use your phone, and I would imagine it's probably going to be voice activated for this, because you have to say a spell.
But exactly, see, that would be sweet. But you got to think
that's what I'm hoping, at least.
Right, and with Pokemon, the first thing that we were hoping was that it'd be Pokemon. I could fight other people mobily with my thing, and to this day, you can't do that. You cannot fight other people, and that's just disappointing to somebody like me. That'd seem like a feature. So the thing that you mentioned, like saying spells, fuck yeah. If that's not included in this game, I mean, it's not like I have Pokemon Go or support this company, but if I did, I'd stop, because that is just a given that you should be able to speak spells to do stuff in the game. But what would you do? You're not capturing. They've obviously haven't been able to come up with a program to versus anybody. So what would you be doing?
Maybe you fight the character.
Like you just come across like a Death Eater. Is that what they're called?
Or whatever they are, three-headed dog. I don't care what
fight
it is.
it.
Yeah, but then you have this. Your wand is your phone. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do this.
Yeah, that'd be weird.
But I'm looking forward to it. I actually, because you know me, I'll definitely give it a try.
Right. And the people that do try this, I'm sure, have tried and do play Pokemon. And as you say, could this be the death of Pokemon? Because
interesting.
The target audience of Pokemon Go probably doesn't realize that when a company kind of newish like Niantic moves on to another huge project,
they leave the other one behind.
Then it's not supported. It's supported by the community and it'll work, but behind the scenes, it's not being supported anymore unless they're making an extremely huge amount of money where they can have like two separate teams working on two huge games. And really, they haven't even mastered the first one. So they haven't even perfected Pokemon Go, and they're already working on another huge license. A game that's a huge license, which means that this is a game that they can't half-ass. They can't just say, hey, let us use the Harry Potter name in our game, and, trust us, it's going to be a good mobile game. And they can't do that and then, just half-ass it. Because it's just, I don't see a company like that having as much pull. Sega with Alien Colonial Marines fucking half-assed it. Gearbox half-assed it, Yeah. But I don't think that they could do that. So in order to make this huge, I don't know, dude. I'll be excited once I get a new phone that can get this game. And then I'll be like, I'll try it out. I would be more prone to play this game than Pokemon, for sure. I like Harry Potter. Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see it. I'd like to see what they have in mind. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm actually a Pokemon or a Harry Potter fan. I'm not like diehard. I don't know like ins and outs about it, but like I dug the movies. It's cool. And I know the books are awesome. I'm not a big reader.
Oh, they're so easy.
But
I read the books.
yeah. So, but the movies were fun. I enjoyed them. So yeah, I'd like to see more. And obviously, this is a big franchise. There's a lot of people that are into it. And you know, and anything like this is one of those things where people will try it that wouldn't normally play video games or mobile games in this case. So that's kind of cool. I like that. Yeah. So that's cool. That's cool. All right, you got any more video game? Because I got movies and I'm going for it.
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. Well, apparently, I only have one quick movie news, but it's kind of a big one, and I really want to see what your thoughts are. Apparently, in an interview with the Activision Consumer Products Group head, Tim Kilpin, is his name. So if you don't know who he is, whatever. He used to do franchise management at Disney. So
that guy.
He's got
Tim Kip.
That one. In an interview, he was asked with MCV, just a MCVUK.com. So it's it's an English thing, a British thing. That was terrible. Don't ever. That was bad. They asked him if there would be ever a possibility to have a Overwatch movie, and he said would like that very much, actually. Do you think that we are there? Do you think we're there yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Why do you think we're there already?
Because that is how they get their story across. The animation for these little snippets of origin stories is amazing. It's the same, cinematics that would be in the game. It's amazing graphics. The actors are amazing.
Yep.
The stories are amazing. And I think that, right now you can go on YouTube and people have put together every single CGI that comes out, they'll add it and they'll edit it and kind of make their own fan movie out of all the origin stories and trailers and intro videos. I could see a movie like this not only being made, but being huge. I could see this movie being one of the biggest animated films of its time.
Okay, that was my next question. Are you're thinking it would stay animated?
Oh, absolutely. There's no way that they would go live action. It would be an all CGI movie, and just in a perfect world, the CGI movie would at that time be revealing like a new character. So like you get a character reveal in the movie, and then a little bit later that's the next character in the game, and I don't know. They would do shit like that. But yes, a movie, Overwatch movie, absolutely. There's enough people that play Overwatch. You convert that into a movie sales and tickets, like let's just assume all of them are gonna go.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I would imagine, yeah. Now, my next question is, what do you think the storyline would be? Do you think it would have something to do with okay, I'll just tell you what I think. I think it would have something to do with an Omnic uprising. I think they have to like really do that. If you do play the game, you know what I'm talking about. It's the robots, pretty much. So it would be like Bastion and Orisa just like trying to take everyone out. I could see that happening. Where are you? Are you even? I don't even know if you even have a thought of that yet.
Well, it's either gonna be. I think they should. I think they should keep the origin and prequel shit to what they do now, like sporadically revealing like a little cinematic of like Reinhardt is the latest one. They gave some of his origin story. You saw that, did you?
Yeah. He's
How the end, like the last guy he's actually in the throne when you're in Eichenwald. It shows how that was sweet. So keep that to the game stuff. As for a sequel, I guess it would make sense. I think it would be cool to become the next event in Overwatch, whatever it would be. But I don't know. I don't know if it could be another Omnic Uprising, because that was in the past.
No, I don't. Another one. I think it'll be the Omnic Uprising.
Well, Uprising was, you know what I'm saying? That event that was 30 years ago.
Right, and that's what I think the movie
You think the movie will
based
be
on.
that? I think
Yes.
I think the movie would be
With
completely.
they're in
untold story.
they're all in the blue
Yeah.
uniforms.
I think it would be. I think the movie will be a completely untold story.
Okay,
Well,
that's
I
cool.
think
I
it's
hope
gonna be a
so. Actually, I
sequel.
definitely hope for that. That would
But-
be something I'd rather want.
Yeah, a sequel that will lead up to like the version 2.0. So it'll be a sequel of, because right now in the Overwatch world, there's a lot of racism going on between robots and people, almost on the verge of a race war, and there's a bunch of bullshit going on.
Yeah.
I think that will start, because right now it's almost like all the characters are like, hey, until this starts, let's just play each other. Let's play some games.
Yeah, right.
So, and then with these new characters coming out, you're starting to learn more and more how Blackwatch isn't just like a covert ops Overwatch. It's like the bad guys.
Yeah.
And it's like the bad guys are now starting to actually form. Like Reaper's not just, hey, a vigilante. He's actually a fucking bad guy.
Right.
So it's interesting because right now at this point, they've all at some point been quote unquote good guys. Even Junkrat and Roadhog.
Yeah.
Semi, you know.
To an extent, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely, people would love it, and I think that this thing could make money if it went theaters and not that bullshit Netflix thing. It could save Netflix though. I'm telling you that.
What about this? I actually would rather a like a TV show.
Of Overwatch,
Yeah.
like a Netflix show.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. See, I don't know if I would. It would be
stuff.
longer than a movie, so yeah.
I don't know. I think that would be very cool. I think I'd be able to get through it. I think just because I do enjoy the storylines and that.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know. There's a lot going on with it. It comes out soon. I want to see it.
On this note, so all right, if that happened, it would save Netflix. Why? Because Disney is buying all this shit, and Disney is making their own channel, which means most likely most of those Marvel titles are being yanked off Netflix. All of the Disney stuff that they had to deal with, yanked off. Avengers, all the comic book stuff, gone. And not that that's the only reason people get Netflix, but what about this deal with Fox? If Disney ends up buying Fox and some of their popular properties, you can say bye to like Family Guy, all of the fucking X-Men and all that shit. Netflix needs something huge. The Marvel things I think are pretty huge, and having Disney on there. But Amazon Prime is going to be coming out with the Lord of the Rings TV show, which is an origin.
Yes.
That is something. I mean, I don't have Amazon Prime. I have other ways that I would watch that before subscribing to Amazon Prime. Whoever thought of this should have went to like Netflix or something first, maybe. I don't know. Definitely interested because the whole Tolkien estate is down. This is going to be a legit, real, fit into the movie storyline universe thing. However, it's going to be pre The Ring. So I don't know. How interesting was Middle Earth before these rings were forged?
Oh, dude, come on. They could figure it out.
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be boring. I'm just saying, like,
Still
I don't
there.
know what was going on.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to expect. I think the whole thing they got going now is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even the video game offshoot with Middle Earth, Shadows of War. Oh, what a good game still, by the way.
Yeah, I've been playing it.
I got to get back into it. Kill some orcs.
Mm-hmm.
Damn orcs. So, yeah. So I think that pretty much wraps her up in a bow. Anything else you want to mention before we let these nice people go?
No.
Okay, he doesn't have anything. Okay, cool. There is a lot of our episodes. If you are listening and you enjoyed this one, we have our episodes all archived. You can go in there and you can download any one. You can listen for free. You can listen to our roundtable or roundtables with our good friends at the Canned Air podcast. We did a few with them. You can go find those. And of course, our interviews with one with Ashley Birch from Horizon Zero Dawn. She's Aloy, and John St. John. You know, he's it's like a small character named Duke Nukem. So, along with Mario, it's fucking Mario's there. Go listen to it. Go. You're free. Go listen to it. And we do this every Monday night. If you can obviously download the show and listen to the audio anytime you want. You can also watch us live when we do record this show on our twitch.tv/GameFix. If you and on top of that, please follow us on Twitter at GameFixShow. And if you're going to any Wizard World in the near future, please use the code GameFixShow at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your admission ticket to Wizard World. You're welcome. Until next week, Brucey B.
Goodbye. Have a nice day. Peace.
See ya.
Love you.
Adios, turd nuggets.